Imagine if the NFL took away the instant replay. We'd be up in arms. I think Wimbledon just got rid of the line judges, right? Because they rely on video, right? They're relying on video. And you can do the same now with.
You're listening to Titans of the Trades. I'm your host, Ryan England, author of Hire Better People Faster and creator of the CoreFit Hiring System, a proven process to help growing companies attract and retain only the best. I'm on a mission to revolutionize the perception of the trades and elevate it to new heights. After growing up in a blue-collar family, my passion for making the trades cool again runs deep. If you're a titan in the industry and want to be on my show, stick around until the end and I'll reveal how you can be my next guest. Welcome back to another episode. I am your host, Ryan England, and this is Titans of the Trades. Today's Titan is the most amazing guy that I have met in a long time, who actually reached out and said, "Hey, I've been listening to this show. I want to be a part of this." And here we are, a couple months later, recording this show. James Hatfield is a CRO over at LiveSwitch. Now, you've probably never heard of LiveSwitch, and that's okay. He's going to tell you a little bit about it and what they're up to and what they do. But the thing that I loved about James and what made him so amazing is his way of thinking about things and solving problems and challenges that we deal with every single day is different. And I'll be honest, it's different from anyone that we've had on this show, his approach to how we connect people via video. So I know I might have ruined it right there, but I'm telling you, get ready to take some notes, some amazing information in this episode. I want to welcome to today's show, James Hatfield with LiveSwitch. Hey, James, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here, Ryan.
And I should have hit record when we were talking in the green room because that was such great conversation. I want to rehash some of that for our listeners right now. And you are a smart guy. You do so many different things. And I mean, I'm just, like you said, my wheels are spinning right now. I want you to do that for our listeners too. But before we jump in, James, just tell us a little bit about you, give us a little bit of background, and then set the stage for us.
Yeah, I'm a guy who used to live on a ladder. I used to run painting and power washing companies and just so happened to fall into technology by mistake. And now I find myself as a chief revenue officer. I don't like titles, but I got one. And I get to work with contractors, construction companies, home service companies, reinventing their business and how they do customer experience with communications platform. Somehow I found myself there. It's a long story to get there, but I did not think this is what I would be doing when I grew up, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, but you've got this entrepreneurial bug clearly, and you're doing things that are transformative to the industry. So I know we don't want to make this a commercial about LiveSwitch, but just tell us a little bit about the problem that you're really solving with what you're up to right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to save trips in the truck and airplane time. And I want to get to the customers as fast as I can, race to the face with third-party video. Like all you have to do, if you guys remember CB radios or Nextel walkie-talkies, we invented basically the Nextel walkie-talkie, but with live video to where you can see what they see. So if your superintendent's walking around, they're like, "Hey boss, we got a problem. We just excavated and hit a pipe." Now you can just, the project manager can send a text, no apps. We don't need any more apps. You tap the text and now you can see what they see, record everything, and show here, "Hey, customer, this is why your timeline just got busted and your budget just got busted." Insurance company, by the way, here's the pipe that we
no logins, no emails, none of the, I can't get it to work, I have to update, none of that.
No. I mean, I used to live on my Nextel walkie-talkie. We like one-button solutions. If you've lived your life on a ladder, we like tools that work. I either want to just hit a button to make the tool go, and I want it to do its job, and that's what we like. I don't want to go and sit in your software class to learn your fancy pants. I always make fun of my engineers. I'm like, "You guys have soft hands. You've never been on a ladder. So like, if you don't know, you don't know. Like if you never had crews, never ran crews, you don't know what the guy's like." Just what it is.
Yeah. I mean, so you've got this tool, this software platform that allows everybody to connect, whether it's with their lead or their customer, with their project manager, with other people who are remote, not near them. But it's more than just that. Like there's a mindset shift that goes with this. There are problems that we're solving that we might not even be talking about. Like it's great. Oh, we get to do video, another Zoom call. I know there's people thinking that, but that's not this. Like the problem that you're really solving right now is so different. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, well, let's talk about where it was born, and it'll make a lot of sense, right? So we're a 16-year-old company. We do a lot of very wild things that your folks have seen and experienced. Like we did the Super Bowl this year and last year. If you go to an MLB ballpark and scan a QR code and they put you on the Jumbotron, we did that. Like if you remember when the NBA was in the COVID bubble and we powered all that, right? So I got a knock on the door from the chief of police in Washington, D.C. to reinvent our nation's 911 phone call, right? So a citizen's compromised, they call 911. Right? They're on the dispatcher's asking them all kinds of questions. Meanwhile, the person's flipping out, you know? So wouldn't it be nice I think if everyone listening, probably if you dig in your pocket, you got a thing called a smartphone in there. I think they give you one now when you're born. I think you're just issued one.
They're going to embed them soon.
Oh yeah, they're going to be just paste it on my forehead, whatever. Like, so there's a bunch of cameras on these things. So wouldn't it be nice to just say, hey, can I show you what I'm looking at, dispatch? Now, in a compromised situation, you have no time to download an app. You have no time to be taught how to use anything. So we had to find a way to, in this case, it was like the Eureka was like, oh, we'll just send them a text. They tap the text and we're in. You tap a text, you're in, and now we can stream that video to the police car, fire truck, or emergency medical. It's called situational awareness. They make decisions on what trucks to send out, what police forces to send out, what medical. Like I was talking to one of the fire chiefs. He's like, I actually don't need to see the house. I need you to turn around and show me if there's overhead power lines so I can tell you what trucks I'm sending out.
Wow.
So we don't think about this stuff. So the natural conclusion was, well, who else can use this? Because it reminded me of Nextel walkie-talkie, and it's tuned up for third-party remote assistance. But you got to think about it. Like you have to think that, well, I get a question like, why not a FaceTime call? I'm like, have you ever been on the other end of that? It's one thing to watch the kids blow out the birthday candles. It works great for that. You know what it doesn't work for? If I'm a superintendent who just busted a pipe and I've got to walk around my job site, and if I'd look through a FaceTime call, you're asking me to look through the size of something, a postage stamp. Mm. I got big, thick glasses. Don't worry. You can beat me up later, Ryan. I'll give you my lunch money. I'm a nerd now. I used to be cool. But we reversed it. We had to do the reverse. So the superintendent actually needs to see themselves large, and me, the project manager, may be small, so they can walk around and show me. But me, the project manager, sitting back at my house, I need to put you on my big screen. So if I need a picture of a serial number, if I got to, hey, go slow, I need to take this recorded video and I need to send it to the customer or insurance, or I got to document this.
Yeah. Nothing
was purpose built in a live situation out there.
Wow. So yeah, so my head, the wheels are spinning. I'm thinking about this. We're giving the field crews, we're empowering them with this tool so they can more effectively communicate, which I don't know if you know this, James, but communication breakdowns is one of the biggest reasons contractors have problems. And you're solving that because now we can talk them through it. We can say, hey, move a little bit over there. I want to see this corner. Not just, hey, I took a video and sent it to you. Like I've had that happen before. I used to be in tech support and they'd be like, oh, I took a video of this and I sent it to you. I'm like, the thing I wanted to see was on the other screen. Like, come on, help me out. Like,
exactly.
And it goes so much with the fire chief.
Yes, and it goes really deep, actually. It goes from the first initial conversation all the way to a testimonial, all the way to repeat business.
Mm.
Okay? And it's more than just sending a text. Like we also have QR codes that our construction folks put around site for any issue from a staff member, any issue from anyone walking around the site till when my crews leave. Have you ever had to drive out somewhere just to do an easy fix or an easy explanation? Like that is costing you as an owner, or more importantly, your employee with their time to do something that didn't have to do, right? Or look back, like you're asking your customers to repeat themselves. If they told it to your salesperson, then you can pass that video to the crew to watch. Also, they make sure what right tools to bring out, right? And then the expectations, and hold your sales team accountable. Hey, stop selling world peace, please. We don't build that here.
Well, I'm thinking too, like if I think of the companies that we've worked with and the ones we've talked about, they always put a tablet in the superintendent's hands. They always put a tablet in the on-site PM. But that operator, they don't put a tablet in his hands because they want him operating. But he's got a cell phone. He was born with it, right? It's like
that's right,
embedded in his wrist. He can take it with his cell phone. Doesn't need to be a company device. Doesn't need to be that. So that less about the tool. This is more about changing behavior and giving our field workers a voice.
Yep.
Like that's what we do surveys all the time. And they say, I just wish they'd communicate better. I just wish they'd hear me more. I've got great ideas, but nobody's listening because we don't give them the tools to make this easy. We make them jump through all these hoops in order to communicate this stuff. And then 6 months later, we're like, oh, that's not relevant anymore. This is real time, empowering the field, empowering our techs, giving our customers some power to be able to communicate with us more effectively. I saw on your website, you got a chat. It's not a chat. Like you got a chat level. You click it, boom, video, right?
That's right.
I mean, that's how we connect. We talk about a lot of times when you're meeting with your people and we do it over Zoom, you and I are in 2 dimensions right now. For those of you listening, I can see James, he's in 2 dimensions. But we all know that I could spend an hour with him face to face, belly to belly, and create more with our relationship there. But we all know that video is way more effective than phone. We know that phone's more effective than chat or email. Like we know the way that we communicate can be so much more effective the closer we get to being in person. And your video is the one thing that says, hey, you don't got to hop on a plane to do the belly to belly thing. You can do that at the company retreat. But we want to solve this problem right now. Let's do a video.
Yeah, it allows you to make that decision whether driving out, flying out is worth the price of admission because it's your time, money, effort. The most expensive thing you're doing is putting people on company trucks or airplanes, with paying them hourly or paying them a salary just to sit there and do a non-productive windshield time, right? But we get to decide now 3 different things. 1, why are we even talking? Like, this is not even a fit. Like, get out of here. Or, welcome to the age of Amazon Prime, which tons of people have and have expectations, seeing things quickly, right? And solving it quickly, especially if it's easy, right? Or in the middle, like, ooh, that is worth, I'm coming out, right? We're not saying don't get belly to belly. We're saying helping you decide, is it worth getting belly to belly?
Yeah. Yeah. But you're giving a tool that requires no training, no logins. There's probably no tech support. Like I imagine it just works. Like you're giving them this tool and empowering them to say, hey, let's hop on a video and see if this is sufficient or not.
Yeah. You didn't have to train me how to use a Nextel walkie-talkie with my crews back in the day. I didn't go to any training.
Well, there's people that are scanning QR codes, get up on the Jumbotron. Nobody's training them for that.
Nobody trained them for that.
Click.
That's right. And isn't it nice if someone's on a ladder somewhere and they notice, oh crap, I broke the window when I put my ladder up. Let me scan a QR code, take a video of it, and then go about my day.
Yeah. Yeah. So we talked a little bit about this being something that you saw a need for the field, people on the ladder, people out there not connected to other teams, they're remote. And we were talking a little bit about some of the behavior change that happens when you start thinking about communication this way, when you start thinking about the possibilities. Can you dig into that a little bit more for me? Because like I said, my wheels are spinning, but I'd love some more concrete examples of how you're seeing this really play out.
Yeah. It's 2-sided, right? You've got to be thinking, 1, about change of behavior, right? What are you asking your guys to do right now? How are you asking them to document, if at all? So A, I don't ask for any documentation. Or B, I do ask for documentation. What does that look like? Putting their hands on keyboards. We don't like, or having them fill out a form, God forbid, you know, because you're trying to document what's going on so you can communicate it to the people either paying you money or people that are doing the work, or you're documenting. The way I think about it is, imagine if the NFL took away the instant replay. We'd be up in arms. I think Wimbledon, if you like tennis, they just got rid of line judges, right? Because they rely on video, right? They're relying on video. And you can do the same now with your documentation. It's easier on your team. They have to do is tap a button, and now they can record their daily punch lists. And now your end customer can see progress of the build. Your project manager can see progress of the build. You're implementing documentation. And when people at first, they're like, oh, I got to be on video. Well, sometimes record, sometimes live, but it's only important until it protects their butt. Like when the employee's like, I didn't crack that window. It was already cracked. Let me check the instant replay.
Yeah.
That's when they're like, oh, I love it. Or when they hold their sales team accountable. You got a sales guy offering world peace. Of course they bought. Look what they sold them. Or it keeps the customer accountable. Well, they said you're going to be building this, that, and the other. Well, let me check my instant replay. No, we can, but that's going to be a change order now. When you have solid communication, it lists all the tides. All right.
Yeah.
And you're using it in the entire process from beginning, middle, end. Think customer testimonials, think before and afters, what you can do with that on your websites. Google looks at your website now for real video and real photos. If you have stock stuff, you get ranked lower. So now by having real video, real photos on your website or on your Google business platform, you organically get raised up. So these things all work hand in glove, not just for the employee experience, but the customer experience and just covering your butt.
Well, and communicating via video is so effective because when someone goes back and watches it, it's play by play, step by step. Like it's right there. There's not going to be those things that were missed. We talk a lot about capturing tribal knowledge. I don't know if you know this, James, but there's some stats out there that say 40% of our construction people are retiring in the next decade. And guess what? They ain't coming in fast enough. But they have all this tribal knowledge. They know things that aren't in any book because they've been around it long enough. They know how to troubleshoot. They know how to prevent. They know how to solve problems. And nobody's out there capturing this stuff. And they keep asking all the time, they're like, how do we get this? How do we get this? These guys aren't going to sit in front of a computer and type it. No. I don't care if you go hire a college kid and put a GoPro on their head and just say, follow this guy around for a month. You will document so much amazing tribal knowledge. And it doesn't have to be that complex. You can just say, hey, I'm going to buy you a little GoPro. You're going to hit record and you're going to show it. I imagine we could even do some of that stuff with your system.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what do you do now when you want to fix something that you don't know how to fix? Where do you go? You go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Why? Because you want to see and then you repeat. We're doing the same thing, but now you're creating your own library of videos that you can just mark training, or a certain type of installation or a certain type of job. And now you can search that, have your team watch that, and you're creating your own internal YouTube library.
I mean, and regardless of the tool, it's shifting that thinking of saying, hey, let's go to video, especially younger generation. I mean, everything's video for them, right? They don't want to go read anything.
Well, now the older generation's doing the same thing. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
People listen like, oh yeah, I go to YouTube when I can't figure the thing out. That's where because it's so visual. We're so visual, especially when you're fixing something, building something.
Yep.
You know, like you tell me how to do it is different than you show me how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I read how to do it.
Yeah.
I don't like reading the manual anyway. Does anyone listening to this even really read the manual when you get something? You know, you open that box up and you just start building it because you're a builder. Builder's going to build.
My wife would say that, I just throw the manuals away. Sometimes I go to it if I get stuck, but other than that, I'm like, I can figure this out. We don't have to do it.
That's what just appealing to human nature. I just know myself and I know other people. Like I know me. Yeah.
So I want to talk about some of the other stuff that you're up to, because I am a huge proponent of second chance programs.
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing some cool stuff in that space. And I got the chills when you told me. I'm getting the chills again thinking about it. Talk to me a little bit about what you're up to there.
Yeah. So after we sold our first company and as it was maturing, we found a need to help inmates to entrepreneurs as our program, helping inmates learn how to become entrepreneurs. And we've trained thousands and thousands of incarcerated men and women into our program, graduated many of them. We even hire them here at our company. And it even turned into an ABC television show called Free Enterprise. My partner is a star of that show because the stories are so great. I can't even go to graduations anymore. It's so emotional. Right, to watch that. And we believe in second chances. We've all had our second chances. And so we spend a lot of our time, money, and effort in that program to give back. And it's been a great way to give back.
Yeah. And I think there's so many opportunities for us to do more there. And I love that you guys are doing that. So I just wanted to give you a chance to have a little shout out there. I mean, anybody that you said it so perfectly. We've all had second chances. And I know that there are a lot of guys out there that men and women that just need that second chance and need someone to just say, hey, you know what? Desperate people sometimes don't make the best decisions, but they're good people. And we just need to give them another chance. So
our younger selves sometimes make a bad choice. And also we haven't been shown, right? That's a product of where we come from too. Like we see, we do, we imitate. But if someone can show me how to run a business and show me how to do that and teach me how to do it, then I can apply myself to that. And, most, crimes are nonviolent crimes, and, people just need to be taught. I need to be taught. We all need to be taught. And
Yeah.
so it's been so great watching people just flourish from that kind of stuff.
You move fast. You got a lot of things going on. And what's some great advice you can give to our listeners right now? Entrepreneurs in the trades going, you know what? Sometimes I feel like I'm stuck in a rut. James, you've got so many, you get your hand in so many different cookie jars. You got so many things going on. You're making such a difference in so many places. And I know there's some people that just want to get through the week and survive.
Mhm. I
So
have advice that you can use for whether you're trying to grow a company fast or just get a breather.
yeah,
Okay. You are your own worst enemy. There's a book you can read called Making Money is Killing Your Business. I highly recommend it. Read
making
it.
money is
Is
killing
killing
your
your
business.
business. Game changer for anyone listening. Okay. What it's going to help you to learn how to do is make yourself redundant, which for a lot of us, we want to make ourselves important. Everyone's racing to the top. Good for you. I
Yeah.
like to race to the bottom. No one's going that way. All right. I like to teach people what I do and and make myself redundant. I always try to make more owners instead of employees. An employee will walk by trash on the floor and not my job. An owner will see it. If they love their business, pick it up. Like, when's the last time you washed a rental car by hand? Oh, you didn't. Don't worry. I'll save you trouble. You didn't. You wash a car that you own when you own something. But to make yourself free, freedom mapping is what that book calls it, is you're going to learn how to make yourself redundant, whatever process it is. We're going to let the person who's doing that work own that process, improve the process, right? And then teach it to someone else. We don't want someone, well, if the company lost me, yeah, that is brutal. That sucks. That is a crappy way to run your business, right? And you got to look out for people with that, because that's their livelihood, and that's not as dangerous for you as well,
Yeah.
because you haven't made yourself. And when you get a chance to teach other people and pass it along, you're building up people beside you. If you don't make it about yourself, you can grow your business quickly. You can free yourself to get some time back in your day with your family, friends, whatever you want to do. But redundancy is what I want you guys thinking about.
Yeah, when you started talking about that, I haven't read this book. I just wrote it down. It's going to be in my library here shortly. I just thought of Gerber's E-Myth, right? Like, how do you create that franchise model where you can just copy, paste, repeat? Because as long as everything has to go through me, oh, I think, what is it? 100% of the problems in the business are caused by the owner. Something like that.
Yeah.
Some crazy stat, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
We use language called unless told otherwise. Hey, Ryan, I'm going to spend $10,000 on this new machine by this date unless told otherwise. Will some mistakes get made? Sure. But you know what's going to happen is like, yeah, dude, you're empowered to do it, you know? And unless told otherwise can be something very simple. Like, unless told otherwise, I'm going to tell the client we'll have it done by, the end of the week, and I'll let them know in the end of the day. So I'll give you an opportunity to change my mind. If you're like, no, hold on, you know, but I'm empowering my team to think and act with language. So we always teach people the unless told otherwise.
unless told otherwise. I wrote that down. I like that. I like that. So read Making Money is Killing Your Business
Yep.
and create owners.
Yep.
People that have ownership inside your business where they feel like walking by that trash is the right thing to do because a customer is going to be in the shop soon and we don't want them to see that trash there. They start thinking like that. I hear so many owners tell me, I just wish people would care about the business as much as I do. And one of the things I tell them is, well, when you care about your people as much as you care about the business, they just might.
Mm-hmm. And
But
then
that's a real
empower them and
talent.
train them and teach them, remind them they're owners.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. What's the next step for James? Where are you going after this? I mean, you're doing some amazing things in the video space, but I'm sure you've got some other things you're thinking about or working on
Oh yeah.
that
So
you can share publicly. Let's
sure.
say that.
Yeah, that's fine. No, it's great, right? So again, I've been making myself redundant. I was running our product team, put a new person in place. I was running our sales team, put a new person in place, right? And it frees me from my business. I want to be set free. and I want to empower like we've been talking about. So along the way, I get to meet incredible people like Ryan. We get to connect, we meet, and then sometimes I'm like, you want to do something together? So like I invented some technology in a self-storage space, and it's taken off like wildfire. And now I'm getting ready to buy a self-storage facility, and I'm going to show people how to modernize their self-storage facility with our technology. I'm on the hunt next for a Main Street business because we do a lot in home services. Same thing. I want to find a 30-year-old electrical company of electricians, buy it, and then open source it. I want to show people this is possible. Like you can look at my top bottom line. I'm just open source. I like to educate.
Yeah.
So a lot of that is my thing. And obviously on the back of having invented some of the stuff that we have people use every single day, which has been awesome to watch. Right. So modernizing, showing people that this isn't just fairy tales and only for the few. I like to think about the folks that are working out of their trucks right now or running huge multiple crews and like we've been talking about. So, I'm planning to get involved, planning to buy businesses. I'm an entrepreneur. I've started nonprofits I sit on the board of. I'm always got something cooking. So I'm a builder at heart. I love taking something from either 0 to a million or taking something stagnant and igniting energy into it and growing things. I love growing and building.
Well, let me ask you that as we get ready to wrap up here. I know that there are some contractors out there are owners out there that they maybe have an idea or they've got this aspirations to get into the tech space. Maybe they've thought of a way to revolutionize their industry or even just their own company. Like, what advice would you have for them when they're thinking about this? Remember, they're builders at hands, like that's what they're used to doing, but they've got this idea. What do they do with that?
Yep. It's counterintuitive, but the first thing that you want to start off to make it real, I always call it the Velveteen Rabbit. The Velveteen Rabbit is a child's story in the British in Europe, in the UK, of this little girl who loved her little stuffed animal so much that it was birthed into a real rabbit. So you've got a stuffed animal, right, that you love and you want it to become real and you want to make it real, right? So to be able to do that, first keep loving it. Think about it, write it down, talk to as many people about it as you can. And here's what you're going to do. All right, I'm giving everyone homework. Why don't you go to this website called LinkedIn? You might have heard of it. You might not even like it, but it'll change. If you really want to make something real, really, because everyone's got an idea.
Yeah.
But talking and doing is so different, right? So if you want to make this thing real, you're going to have to go get and find some people that have done this before. So when able to do that, you go to a little thing called LinkedIn, spruce it up a bit, put a nice picture, okay, put a banner up, tell people who you are. And I want you to connect in that space. It could be within the industry that you want to help or the technology that you want to build, and start connecting to 20 people a day. You can't do more than 20 or you get blacklisted, okay? Just hit the connect button, find them and connect. Now, at first, some brave soul is going to say yes. You ask enough girls to the dance, maybe one will say yes and go with you, right? But say yes. Now, what'll end up happening if you do this every day, and you can do this in the morning over a cup of coffee, you can do this. It doesn't take no time at all. All right. Then as you start connecting with people, 3 months from now, if you're in a certain space, when you hit the connect button, you're going to have like 60 mutual connections. Some people have 300 mutual connections when I hit the connect button. You know what they're thinking? How do I not know this? How they know everyone? And they'll just hit yes. Okay. Don't pitch them. Don't say anything about your idea yet. But then what I want you to do is once a week, go on to LinkedIn and share a photo or a video with an explanation of what you're doing, whatever you're doing, whatever you fix, whatever you build, give back to the community. I've had this happen to me so many times, guys. I can speak from authority. I was a nobody in certain industries. Now I'm thought leaders and leading stages. Okay. And how did that happen? Because I connected, I shared, and eventually you'll find yourself on a podcast like here with Ryan, right? And this is how it happens. Okay. And then you have something to give back. And what'll happen for you is you'll find the people that can make your dream real. And we'll be like, oh yeah, I'm vibing. I love that. I want to do that with you. But you got to start by building a network out. Unless you're a Renaissance person who can do everything, then great, build it and go.
Yeah. Fantastic advice. Worth the price of admission right there, James. So thank you so much. How do people connect with you? How do they learn more? How do they get to connect with James and see what you're up to?
Go to LinkedIn, find James Hatfield, hit connect. I will make time. Anyone listening, I promise you I'll make time for you. Okay. Or you can go to liveswitch.com, switch.com. Click the demo button and ask for me. Don't worry, I'm not going to farm you off to somebody else. If you're listening, if you're taking time to educate yourself right now with Ryan and myself, and you want to further the conversation, just go LinkedIn or to the website, ask for me, you will get me. I promised Ryan I'll take care of anybody listening to this personally.
I appreciate that. James, thank you so much for being on the show today. Such great information. I've got notes. I've got homework even. So I know our listeners do as well. Thank you for educating us today. It has been such an honor to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Ryan England here. Thank you so much for listening to Titans of the Trades. If you're a titan in the construction, manufacturing, or skilled trades industry and would like to be a guest on my show, please visit podcast.corematters.com. If you found value in this interview, would you share this episode on social media? Just do a quick screenshot on your phone and share it with a friend or post it on social. And if you know someone that would be a great guest, tag them on social media to let them know about the show and include the hashtag Titans of the Trades. I love seeing your posts and guest suggestions. We are regularly putting out new episodes and content. To make sure you don't miss any episodes, click the subscribe button. Your thumbs up, ratings, and reviews go a long way to help promote the show and get me one step closer to solving the labor crisis facing the industry. Want to know more about how we're doing that? Go to our website or follow me on LinkedIn. Thanks for listening.